All right, everybody. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. So I decided this week, instead of doing my typical just like preview kind of video, just putting it out there, I would do a live stream. So I want to go through and talk about this game coming up on Sunday in London, 8:30 a.m. The Packers are currently in London. I think they got there earlier today. So I want to go through, talk about this game, give my thoughts on the game. Also, of course, hear from you guys in the comment section and sort of see what you guys have to say, what your guys' thoughts are heading into this game on Sunday. What's up, Hi Bye, Lion Scar, Sideline Report, Angelo. So it should be a fun one. I'm excited to, the Packers get to play in London, 8:30 a.m. It'll be, it's always interesting. Those London games, waking up in the morning and watching a game. So I'm excited to see this Packers team. I'm feeling pretty confident coming to this game on Sunday. So I want to go through, sort of give my thoughts on this entire game, and then we'll go through some of your guys' comments as well. But I'll say what's up to everyone right now. Chris Plays, hello. Ben Sabin, what's up, Ben? I appreciate all your comments on my videos. You comment really quickly, so I appreciate your support. Sideline Report, what's up? You think the Packers will win 31-13? You just don't think the Giants will score enough? Yeah. I'll give my entire score prediction and everything as well after I start to go through it. So, starting off, looking at this game, I think the biggest key, of course, is stopping Saquon Barkley. This Packers defense overall, I think, has been a pretty solid unit so far this season. They're currently the seventh best defense in points allowed, but our one weakness, I would say, is the rushing defense, currently 22nd in rush yards allowed per game. And honestly, when it comes to this defense, when we look at them, we've been very good in important, crucial situations. Like in every single game, when we needed the defense to come up big in the final moments of the game, they did. Last week in overtime, they held the offense to not get a first down. We are able to come in and win that game with a field goal on the final drive in overtime. And so there are definitely some things to improve on in this defense. And Saquon Barkley is going to be a tough test coming up on Sunday. If we look at Saquon Barkley right now, he is currently the NFL rushing leader with 463 yards on 84 attempts. I think he averages 5.5 yards per carry. Aaron Jones actually averages more than him. He just hasn't gotten the ball quite as much as Saquon Barkley. But Saquon Barkley, after suffering those injuries the past couple of years, he has come back, and he's been, probably one of the biggest reasons that this Giants team has been able to be 3-1. And so the Giants and Packers come into this game 3-1. Another thing to point out, too, for this Giants team is the fact that they are without three of their wide receivers, which is not going to help them. Kenny Galladay is out. Kenny Galladay, Wan'Dale Robinson, as well as Kadarius Toney, all out. Sterling Shepard, of course, tore his ACL not too long ago. So Daniel Jones is I don't think that he's going to be the one to beat us. The Packers, I think, should load up the box a little bit more, focus on Saquon Barkley, because he's going to be if the Giants win this game, is going to be, I think, because Saquon Barkley just goes off and the Packers can't stop him. Hopefully, we can see this defense improve over last week when it comes to stopping the run. There were just lots of missed tackles, and hopefully the Packers can, bring that physicality, because if we can come in there and stop Saquon Barkley, which isn't an easy task, we should try to force Daniel Jones to beat us, because he is a pretty average quarterback, I would say. So far this year, 631 total yards in 4 games, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions, and 81.9 passer rating. So he hasn't been incredible so far this year, and there was a question if he was going to play. He had an ankle injury. So he has that ability to run around, actually, but with the ankle injury, who knows how he can do that. So let me see some of these comments before we go farther. What's up, Daniel? You said go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Kenneth, let's go Green Bay. We ready? London, here we hear. Any of you guys in London? Anyone? I'm not in London. Chubb right behind him. Yeah. Well, Aaron Jones finished the top 5 running back this year. If Aaron Jones had all the carries, because right now he's one of the leading when it comes to yards per carry. He has more than Saquon Barkley, I think 6.2 yards per carry. So he's been a monster. He's been incredible this entire year for the Packers. This Packers offense has been, led by partly by Aaron Jones. So if we also look at this Giants offensive line, they have not been that amazing this year. 25th in pass block win rate, 27th in run block win rate. So Saquon Barkley is getting it done, even though their O-line hasn't been incredible when it comes to stop or blocking against the pass or against the run. And also, too, if we look at their O-line, they are allowing on average 3.5 sacks per game, which is 27th in the NFL. So if the Packers offense can get it going quickly in this game, if they can come in fast, put up some points, force the Giants, because of the game situation, to start throwing the ball. I think Rashawn Gary could have a huge game if they have to do that, because their O-line just has not been great. Daniel Jones has been sacked a ton this year, and Rashawn Gary has been incredible. I mean, he's just disrupting plays left and right. He's just, such an incredible player on the edge there for the Packers. But it all comes down to stopping Saquon Barkley, and we'll see. We'll see if we're able to do it or not on Sunday. It should be interesting, to say the least. Justin, I'm not sure you say your last name. Thanks for your content. I appreciate you watching. What's up, Mike? Go Pack, go. All right, now moving to the other side of the ball, this Packers offense coming against the Giants defense. So the Giants defense, overall, they've been pretty solid. The 9th best defense in the NFL. Similar to the Packers, their weakness is against the run as well. I think they're the 31st in run stop win rate, and they have the 28th most rush yards allowed per game. So we've seen this Packers rushing attack, just how dominant they've been this entire year. I think we're 7th. We have the 7th most rushing yards per game at 145 yards per game. Last week, we finished at almost 200-ish. I think 199 to be exact. So I think to start off this game, the Packers will, come in, rely on the run a little bit, get things going, because it's been tough to stop Aaron Jones. I mean, he averages, as I said, 6.2 yards per carry. A.J. Dillon comes in there in the, short situations and get things done as well. And so I just have a feeling. I was thinking today before I started this video, I just have a feeling that this is going to be like a big game for this Packers offense. I've talked about it throughout the week that I feel like we're trending in the right direction. I feel like Dobbs is starting to, come in and build that confidence more and more. Yes, he's made a couple mistakes, but at the same time, I just feel like there's some big, huge games coming for this Packers offense. And I would love to see this Packers offense come in this game in London, just start off hot, put up 30-plus points. And I'll get my score prediction for this game is going to be Packers 31, Giants 17. I just have a feeling about this Packers offense coming in on Sunday. I was watching Aaron Rodgers' press conference in London. He just looks relaxed. He looks happy to be there. I just have a feeling. We'll see if my feeling is correct. Do you guys have a similar feeling? Please let me know in the comments down below. Daniel, as long as the offense starts off where they ended last week, and I'll be happy. Yes, definitely. Because the first half last week did not look great. Luckily, the second half looked a lot better. Started moving the ball down the field. Another thing, too, when it comes to this Packers offense, if we can stop turning the ball over, because I think so far this season, we haven't won the turnover battle, I believe. I'm pretty sure I saw that stat earlier today. So if we can stop turning the ball over, this Packers offense is going to, I think, really get things going. Wyatt, it's too bad the Giants released Blake Martinez. It would have been really fun to see him go up against us. Oh, yeah, I did see they did that in the past few weeks. Angelo, what's up, Angelo? Do you think Aaron Rodgers will throw another interception in this game? I hope not. I hope not. Jesse, super excited for this game. Not looking forward to the 6:30 a.m. game time. Are you on the Pacific time zone then? 8:30 for me in the Central time zone, but 6:30, that's a pretty early NFL game. Pack only podcast, what's up? Who do you think will have a bigger impact on offense, the run game or the passing game? This week, bigger impact. I'm just sort of feeling like it's going to be a big day for the passing game, but I think it'll be sort of balanced. We've sort of seen this team be more balanced than we have been in the past. But I think it's going to be sort of 50-50 because we've seen just how dominant we can be on the ground against, in the running game. As I mentioned, they're the 28th. The Giants defense allows the 28th most rush yards per game. So, or they're the 28th when it comes to stopping rush yards. They're bad when it comes to the rush. That's basically what that stat is saying. Justin, 35-17 Pack. I like that score prediction. It'd be nice if we could get into the 40s. We haven't had a game in the 30s yet. Maybe we'll get there first, then we'll put up a 40-plus point game. Wyatt, I know Christian Watson has done a lot of stuff behind the scenes the past few weeks, but when do you think he will have his big game? That's a good question. I feel like there's going to be some game coming here soon where he beats someone deep. It's sort of like, that first play of the first game where Rodgers had him perfectly. It would have been such a great start for the season if Christian Watson would have caught that ball. But I think there's going to come a game. Hopefully it's this game, maybe one of the next games, where we see a huge 75-yard Christian Watson just breaking the defense down. I feel like it's going to happen sometime soon just because we see his speed. We saw last week with that little end around, little jet sweep, whatever that was, little, touch pass, whatever you call it to Christian Watson. He has incredible speed. And Aaron Rodgers mentioned in the past week or so, just sort of how, I think how much confidence he's building with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. And you just see the athleticism of Christian Watson and the fact that he's 6'4" and as fast as he is. Like they're going to keep getting the ball in his hands, and I'm excited to see what he continues to do. So it should be interesting. So a couple other stats looking at this Giants defense. I already mentioned that the 9th best scoring defense in the NFL. And similar to the Packers, they're very good in situational football. The 2nd best on 3rd down situations, second to the Packers. So the Packers are the best defense on 3rd down so far this year. The Giants are 2nd. So they've been good when it comes to those 3rd down situations. Hopefully the Packers can get it done there. And then if we look at the Giants pass rush, they're sort of a middle of the road pass rush. They're the 14th in the NFL when it comes to sacks per game. And I think also when you look at this Packers offensive line, when you look at, David Bakhtiari coming in for it's his 3rd game, I believe now. Elgton Jenkins has struggled a little bit at right tackle. I think he allowed 3 pressures last game, but I sort of feel like, as this offensive line continues to have that same unit there for the next few weeks, I feel like we're going to see some improvements there as well. You just would assume that would happen as, Bakhtiari is in there at left tackle, as Jenkins is at right tackle. Hopefully everyone just starts, meshing together even more. And they haven't been too bad so far this year. I think we allowed, 1 sack last week, I believe it was. Let's see here. Angelo, Luke, how do you feel that Aaron Rodgers compared Christian Watson and Davante Adams? I mean, that's not a bad person to be compared to. Yeah, I think I saw that quote where he said that he sees some similarities in Christian Watson to Davante early in his career, so that's a good sign. Hayden, do you expect the Packers to make any moves before the trade deadline? That's a good question. That's a very good question. What day is the trade deadline? What do you guys know what day that is? I haven't, I don't know what that day is, but I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure, to be honest. Something to think about. If there's any holes we could fill. Chad, I think Aaron Jones is going to have a big game. Yeah, and with Aaron Jones, you never know when he's just going to break one for 30, 40, 50 yards. He's so explosive. Sterling, what's up, Sterling? First time tapping in a live. Nice. Yeah, I haven't gone live in a while. I think I was checking before this stream. And I think my last live stream was June 30th. So I haven't gone live this season yet, but I figured for this, coming to this game, I'll go live instead of doing a regular, preview kind of prediction video. Sideline report, 31-13. Pack, only thing that sucks is I live in Oregon, so I have to get up at 6:30. Yeah, by the time the game's over, it'll only be 10:30 for 10 a.m. for you. Sterling, good hearing job being able to come back. Yeah, definitely. He's good to go. If you guys watched my injury report video earlier today, which was out earlier than usual because the Packers were in London, so they practiced earlier. But the only person, key starter, Adrian Amos, questionable with a concussion. We'll see. Hopefully he'll be good to go. I think he was limited today and yesterday. And then the only other guys questionable, Tariq Carpenter, as well as Devontae Wyatt. Yeah, Angelo. So Adrian Amos is questionable. So we'll see. We'll see if he's ready to go. But Jair is back, which is great. He missed last week. So that should obviously help this defense to have our lockdown corner out there against the Giants. But the Giants, as I already mentioned, are without 3 of their receivers. So that's going to be an issue for them. So if we can, as I said earlier, if we can get up fast in this game, put up, a couple quick touchdowns to start off, if the offense can get started quickly, then force Daniel Jones to try to beat us with the receivers they have there with the shaky O-line. I think the Packers could really dominate this game. But it just comes down to, can the Packers, get off to a quick start? It'll put us in a great position as it, should. Kanai, bro, I'm from Hawaii. The game is at 3:30 a.m. Man, that's a little tough. I don't know if I would want to wake up at 3:30 a.m. to watch a game. 3:30. You set your alarm for 3 a.m. Wake up, get ready for the game. Ray Breen, is there any chance the Packers sign Odell to the team? I do think there's a chance. I think I said the other day when I was doing a video on it, I said 14% chance. I'm going to bump it to 22% chance just because Rodgers was praising him and saying, it would be cool if you could basically it would be cool if we could play together. So I bumped it up, what's that? A 8% increase. So who knows? I think Odell's just looking around the NFL, looking at his options, probably trying to find the situation where he thinks to himself, I can go in, make a big impact, catch some touchdowns, win a Super Bowl. I was thinking it was going to be the Rams before the season started just because he was just there recently. They won a Super Bowl, but because they sort of started off a little slow, I don't know. I think most teams are available. The Chiefs, the Bills, the Packers, the Rams. He's gonna have his pick, I think. We'll see if he picks the Packers. I don't know. I would be happy if he did. I think just to add a experienced veteran just for like, playoff games when you need someone you can rely on in big moments, guys who have been there before. Odell would definitely, I'll be very, very happy if Odell signed. I don't know if it'll happen. I feel like in Green Bay, we're always like hoping that these big signings come in, and it hasn't really happened much in the past. You never know, though. You never know. All-nighter it is. Oh, you're going to pull an all-nighter to watch the game at 3:30 a.m.? That's a I can't pull all-nighters anymore. Angelo, how do you think the Packers D is going to do against Barkley? Well, last week we couldn't stop the run. Packers are 22nd when it comes to rushing defense. We were, however, able to stop Leonard Fournette. He ran for like 35 yards. So hopefully we get a good day for the Packers D, but Saquon Barkley definitely a tough, probably, one of the toughest backs to stop in the league. If we can stop Saquon Barkley, this defense will be set. When we look at this Packers defense, even though we struggled against the run, I mean, we're still very, very solid. 7th best in the league. 7th best scoring defense in the league. So if we are never going to be amazing against the run, but we're still going to be the 7th best in the league when it comes to points allowed, the best third down defense in the NFL. If we can make big stops in big situations, if they have, a couple of drives where they gouge us with the run, I'll take that versus, getting attacked, getting beat against in the pass as well. Because right now we're the 3rd best passing defense in the league. So we're getting it done. If this run defense can improve and become, top 10, top 15, this will be one of the best defense in the league, no doubt. Let's see what else. Did you watch the double doink Saints versus Vikings game London last week? No, I actually didn't. I was at church, so I missed it, and then I got back for like the 12 a.m. or not 12 a.m. the 12 p.m. games. Ryan, who do you think the Packers will draft in the first round? I have not thought about the draft yet. That has not crossed my mind at this point. No clue. No clue at this time. We'll start the draft coverage up, when the season ends, probably. How do did I already answer that one? What are my thoughts on safety depth? Yeah, I feel like Rudy Ford, I feel like he played pretty good filling in for Adrian Amos last week. I think if we take a look at his PFF grade, they graded him pretty high. But I feel like Amos is going to play. He's questionable, but I sort of feel like he was limited the past couple of days. I feel like he'll play. Did you watch Russell Wilson, aka Danger Witch, last night? Yeah, I did. I watched that game. It was a pretty ugly game overall. It wasn't the most exciting game. Went to overtime. I tweeted it. There were fans leaving the stadium, Broncos fans, because they're like, I'd rather go to sleep early than continue watching this game, which is sort of understandable. 12-9 game. It not the best game to watch there. Yeah, and the Broncos, I thought the Broncos would be better than they are, to be honest. I thought the offense would be better. They haven't performed up to expectations, I think, for what most people thought they would be. Angelo, this is the game. The Packers run D steps up big time. That'll be great. We'll see. I hope so. Will the Buccaneers make the playoffs? I expect them to. I think they will. Gary, I'm not going to say it. It's an easy win for the Packers, but this should be a 10-point difference. Yeah, I hope so. My prediction, 31-17 Packers. I have a good feeling about this game for the offense, especially. I just got a feeling. Sideline reports. Are you skipping church this Sunday for the Packers London game? Yes, probably. I'll probably watch online later or something, potentially. Leaving before overtime. Yeah, can you imagine being at a game and it's overtime? You're like, nah, this game is boring. I'm out of here. Sterling, do you feel Keyshawn Nixon can be a rotational piece on that defense? Yeah, I feel like he was, pretty solid when he filled in at nickel corner. If we take a look, let me take a look here at his stats here. But yeah, especially on special teams, like when it comes to punt coverage, man, Keyshawn Nixon, I think the past 2 games he's had like where he stopped it at like the 1-yard line. Pat O'Donnell, I mean, the punt unit overall has been pretty solid. Lots of this, I mean, there are maybe a couple big returns last week, but Keyshawn Nixon, man, on special teams, he's been incredible, especially. Is anyone here in London going to the game? That would be a fun game to go to, but I will not be attending. Jake, do you think Romeo is number one already? Number one, you mean like Packers receivers? Honestly, I do think he is. I mean, last week he tied Allen Lazard with the most targets. I do think by the end of the year, he's going to be I think he's like the most talented right now, honestly. I think he has the most potential, at least for this season. I feel like too, Aaron Rodgers even mentioned it this past week, I think on the Pat McAfee show, about how Romeo Doubs was like a more polished route runner initially, but I feel like as Christian Watson, becomes even a better route runner, he's going to be great too. And I talked about it a couple days ago when Rodgers was asked about, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, when it came to, are they going to make you want to play longer? And he basically said, like, they're going to factor into that decision. And so I can't wait to see where Watson and Doubs are going to be. Not only coming into year 2, but year 3, year 4. I hope Rodgers will stay just so they can keep building that chemistry, because we're already seeing them build that chemistry more and more as the weeks have gone on. It's only, week 5 here. So imagine what they're going to look like week 10, week 15, coming to the playoffs. I do think it's just the beginning here for the Packers offense. Oh, Sterling, your bank account says otherwise for getting to London. Yeah, that'll be an expensive trip. I don't know what the flights are to London from the U.S. Probably pretty expensive. When I was looking to go to when I went to the Packers 49ers game, playoff game, I was trying to get a flight from where I live in Dallas. I live in Dallas to Green Bay, but they were like $900. And I was like, oh my goodness. I waited a little too long till the game got announced, but I don't know what the London price, the tickets are to get there. Probably pretty big. Kanai, thank you for your videos, big bro. Huge fan of your content from the Big Island, Hawaii. Keep it up. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Clint, is anybody looking forward to Sammy Watkins coming back? Yeah, it was sad that he got injured when he did, because he had just had that game, like 3 receptions, 94 yards. So that was unfortunate. I don't know how long he'll be out because he's still in the IR. But it has given Romeo Doubs, more playing opportunity, because when Sammy Watkins went down, Doubs got a lot more snaps. But it can never hurt to, have some more depth on this offense. But I feel like Doubs should stay in there because he's getting better and better. You hope the Pack Sparrow makes it on TV. What is that? Who will build the biggest trust with Aaron, Romeo, or Watson? I think short term, especially, definitely Romeo, but I feel like as time goes by, hopefully both of them. Is Jenkins better at guard? Yeah, I think so far what we've seen, he was an all-pro guard. At right tackle, he's struggled a little bit more. Last week he definitely got beat a few times. I know there's been that debate, should the Packers like move him to guard and maybe put Yosh Nijman at right tackle? I don't know about it. I'm not sure. Maybe just give some Jenkins some more time there at right tackle. Things will maybe get better. Because, if you think about like Bakhtiari and Jenkins, they're both still pretty fresh off of returning from ACL injuries. So maybe that's part of it. And maybe as the weeks go by, he'll get more acclimated to it. Because too, like last year before he went down, he was playing left tackle. Now he's at right tackle. So maybe in a few weeks, he'll clean things up. Justin, I'm still high on Christian Watson. He's going to show out eventually. No, I agree. That speed, that breakaway speed, I was saying earlier in the stream, if you weren't here, I think there's going to come a game soon where he catches, that 80-yard touchdown pass. I hope. I think it's going to happen. We'll see. He did get his first TD last week, though, so that was nice. Pack fan Iowa. Hey, what's up, man? Really pumped to watch this game. Love the channel. Dude, I appreciate it. DB, I'm ready for Christian to start ripping 50-plus yard plays. Yeah, me too. It's going to come. Mr. Sean Drums, keep the great content coming. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Do you watch other NFL YouTubers? A little bit. I watch like Pat McAfee a lot, especially his Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays. Can't miss those interviews. Those are always great. And then I'll occasionally watch some other stuff like ESPN stuff occasionally, some other things. Like today I reacted to Dan Orlovsky talking about the Packers. I read a lot of articles, probably more so than I watch videos, though. Just 'cause I feel like it's pretty, articles just give you the stuff very quickly, the stats and everything. So I like to read a lot of articles. Will the Packers extend Savage this year? Didn't the Packers in the offseason, didn't they give him his 5th-year option? I'm pretty sure, right? I haven't thought about contract situations in a while because I feel like, in the offseason, it's more so like looking at contracts and that kind of stuff. But didn't he get his 5th-year option? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not crazy. Do you think Joe Barry is holding the defense back from their full potential? No, I don't. Because, if we look at this defense, overall, we've been very good. 7th best in the league. 7 out of 32 isn't too bad. I also think, there definitely have been some weak spots, but, I think we expected like a completely elite defense. We're getting close. If we can fix the run problems, we'll be elite. But, to see the defense do what they've done in big situations, that gives me confidence going forward in the future because, when you need to stop, the Packers they've made lots of big stops, which is good to see. Where we go. The Packers need to start throwing the ball to Marcedes Lewis, big dog. If anything, it would be respect. And Cobb looks like he is 5 years younger, loving it. Yeah, Cobb has looked great. Just to have Cobb here, he gives you that guy that Rodgers can trust in big situations, which I think is so valuable, to have someone with that experience like we saw last week, hitting him in some a big third down. So definitely to have Cobb there. Has Marcedes Lewis caught any passes this year? I need to look that up. Marcedes Lewis. He's just such a beast in the run game blocking. No, I don't think he's caught a ball this year. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could get him a TD. I think I heard it maybe on the Packers YouTube channel that he caught 3 TDs when he was in London one time, maybe. Silent Report, you like Tom Grossi, that's good sports, and of course Pat McAfee. Nice, man, nice. Thomas Burke dropping Tonyan for fantasy, good move. I think it depends on what your other options are. But it was nice to see Tonyan get that touchdown pass last week. I feel like he's still building that confidence coming back from his ACL tear. And I think in the next few weeks, he's going to continue getting better. But it just sort of depends on your other options. Chase, I watch your videos as soon as they come out. Love your videos, especially for the injury reports. Dude, Chase, thank you for watching. I appreciate all you guys. Solid report, and your channel has been subbed up since you're on 10K. Dude, I appreciate it. Do you think Jair will play? Yeah, Jair is playing. If you watch my injury report video earlier today, he does not have an injury designation. The only ones who do is Adrian Amos questionable, Tariq Carpenter questionable, and Devontae Wyatt questionable. Sterling, those jet sweeps they run for Christian Watson reminds me of Claypool. Want to see more of those deep routes. Yeah, it's crazy if you think about it, because in this offseason, the question was, how are we going to replace Devontae? What are we going to do? We draft Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. I was pumped when we drafted Christian Watson. If you guys were watching the channel before, that was one of the guys I was saying. I was like, I really want Christian Watson just because of how athletic he was, his speed, his size. And there were people who were questioning, okay, he's coming from a smaller program. But I was like, man, if we can get Christian Watson, that'll be sick. So to see the Packers trade up for him, I was hyped. You can find my video when I found out about that. But it's only week 5. So it's to think about what these guys are going to become. When we look at Devontae, it took him a couple of years to become what he became. So the fact that we're already seeing what we're seeing with Romeo Doubs gives me so much confidence for the future. And Christian's going to get better and better. So do you see us moving on from Crosby soon, or is he going to retire a Packer? I think he'll retire a Packer. I think he will. I don't know how much longer he'll play, but he's getting up there in age, but he's still doing it. Yep, Jair's healthy. Which Packers team was better, 2014 or 2020? I mix up years sometimes. I gotta get those in my mind. Is Alan Lazard playing this weekend? Yes, he is. He's playing. How confident am I in special teams? Much more confident than last year. I think there were a couple bigger returns last week, but much better than last year. I feel like we haven't had any, super big mishaps in special teams yet. So that's I think we're getting better there. Definitely adding Dallin Levitt, Rudy Ford, Keyshawn Nixon as well has helped a ton. Chase, whenever Odell is ready to choose, do you think we should take a shot to spark up the team or stick with what we have? I think we should take a shot. Why not? When it comes to playoffs, to have as many, I mean, you never know what could happen with injuries. You never know who could go out with an injury in the playoffs or something. I would take a shot. If I had to make the decision personally, I would. Not to say we necessarily need him, but, why not? Why not have an elite receiver if he's good from his injury? Crosby's a GOAT kicker. Yes, agreed. Love from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Thank you for watching. You say Landon Collins is not used to the scheme yet. I say we test him up top with Watson. Yeah, maybe this will be, Watson's first big 70, 80-yard touchdown catch. That'd be nice. Perma hoping Rodgers can throw 2+ TDs. How many touchdowns do you believe he will throw this game? I said earlier, I'm just sort of feeling a big game from this offense. Maybe I'm just feeling a big game from this offense. Rodgers just looks really like relaxed and like happy to be in London from his press conference I watched. Let's go 4. Let's go 4 TDs. Let's go 4. Why not? Romeo Doubs, 2 of them. Let's give Christian Watson 1, and then we'll give Lazard 1. Do you think Rashawn Gary is in conversation for Defensive Player of the Year? Yes, I think he is. He's so good. I would not want to face him if I was an offensive lineman, that's for sure. Why is our run defense worse than last year? I feel like our run defense struggled at times last year as well. I did think we would be better in that area coming in this year with our additions on the D-line and linebackers, but I think Quay Walker's going to get better. He's still young as well. I think PFF the past couple of games has graded him pretty poorly. I just think the defense needs to get, be more physical, especially when it comes to tackling. There were lots of missed tackles last week. So let's hope they should improve. But man, I'm excited. I'm sort of excited to have an 8:30 game. It's a lot more football to watch on Sunday. You're the only Packers fan in Chicago? I'm in Dallas. I sort of feel you. I occasionally see a Packers fan, but I'm surrounded by Cowboys fans. How come I'm not impressed? Not impressed with what? The next couple games, we need to get rolling so we can face Buffalo. We don't make mistakes. Yeah, definitely. Which day is the Bills game? Is that the end of October? Need to refresh my mind on this schedule here. Yeah, so we have Jets next Sunday after this Giants game, then Commanders, then Bills. Yeah, that Bills-Packers game should be fun. At Buffalo. That's going to be a good test. If we can win that game, man, that'll be great. That'll be great if we can win that game. Dre Luku NYJ, we got a Giants fan here. Giants on top. Man, I hope not. Good luck, though. I hope not. The Giants have been, I didn't think the Giants would be 3-1 to start the season, to be honest. They have been in lots of close games. If we take a look at their games, they beat the Titans week 1, 21-20. Beat the Panthers week 2, 19-16. Lost to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush, 23-16. And then beat the Bears 20-12. So they have faced some middle-tier QBs, Justin Fields, Baker Mayfield, Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush has honestly been pretty good. Better than I expected, but the Giants are solid. You want to see Wyatt more on the field, Devontae Wyatt. Yeah, he's gotten like 5 or 6 snaps per game. Because I remember hearing too as well in the past couple months, the defensive coaches talking about how for rookies, defensive tackles, it takes time to develop more so than other positions. So once Devontae Wyatt gets going, this defense will be a lot better, especially Quay Walker too. So why, when the Packers go to Dallas, there's more Packers fans than Cowboys fans? Probably because Packers fans travel well. There's lots of Packers fans everywhere. But yeah. Packers rush to 22nd, and y'all score 18.8 a game. Hey, our offense is moving in the right direction. We're moving in the right direction. U70. The thing about our run defense is our schedule we've been put in games where the other teams need to run to win. Yeah, so that's why if this Packers team can get off to a fast start, 2 touchdowns, get up fast, force Daniel Jones to beat us, I think that puts us in the best situation possible. So hopefully this Packers offense can start off fast, put them in a bad situation where they have to pass. That's best case scenario. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. Sterling, I just want the Pack organization to do this. Solid for every Packer fan across and get a star player like OBJ. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing OBJ in a Packers jersey. If we win, Dre Luco and my J, if we win top and keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, we win. Oh, time of possession. Yeah, that is probably the formula for the Giants if they can, keep Rodgers off the field, run the ball a ton. That's definitely we'll see. Saquon Barkley, he's probably going to have a somewhat good day. Like, to stop Saquon Barkley is tough. Like, he's a beast. So if we can keep him just to have like an average day, just not like a crazy day. Because if we look at Saquon Barkley's stats, I was looking at them before this video. Where'd I put them? Let me find them again. But he's had a couple big games. He's a leading rusher right now in the league. So let me find them here. Yeah, so week 1, he had 31 attempts, 146 yards. So they just pounded with Barkley week 1. Week 2 against the Cowboys, 14 rushes, 81 yards. Week 3 against the Panthers, 21 rushes, 72 yards. And last week, he dominated 18 carries, 164 yards, 9.1 yards per carry. So as long as we can keep him to like a 80 to 100 yard day, not like a 150, I feel like we'll be okay. We'll see. Clint, I show my dad your video. Now he watches you for all his Packer news. He's an old school Packer fan. He turns 88 this weekend. Could you give him a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Elvin. I appreciate you watching the videos. Yeah, happy birthday to your dad for sure. Dre Luco, MIJ. We got Leonard Williams back. Yeah, I think I saw he's questionable, right? I'm pretty sure he's questionable. And he missed. I think he played the first 2 weeks. He's definitely a difference maker there against the run. Dude, James, I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. That's very kind to you. $9.99. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. Chase Brown, I'm not worried about his throwing ability, but ability to move scares me. Yeah, Daniel Jones. Yeah, he is good on his feet. The only thing I'm wondering about is he does have an ankle injury. So I'm wondering if that's going to slow him down a little bit. You'd assume maybe. We'll see come Sunday if he has that mobility. Because if Daniel Jones, there was one game where he had like a crazy amount of rushing yards. I can't remember which game it was, but I feel like he had like 90 rushing yards or something. Saquon just came up 140. Yeah, Saquon's been playing really good. I wish I had him on my fantasy team. It'd be nice. I have DeAndre Swift, and he's been out the past couple of weeks, so that's sad. You're glad Bakhtiari's back, Gary? Yeah, me too. Me too. It's great to see him back doing well because we were wondering for a while, is he going to be back? And he is back, so that is great. Dre Luco, you say he's 100%? Because I'm pretty sure I saw he's questionable on the report today, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, because he, on the injury report, it says Leonard Williams, knee injury, limited Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, questionable. But I bet he'll play, considering he was limited all week. I feel like he will. We load the box and force Daniel Jones to throw. Yeah, that's a question. Will the Packers load the box more? Because earlier this week, Matt LaFleur was talking about it because Joe Barry likes to, have that too high safety, which, has allowed us to, overall, we're the 3rd best defense against the pass. So it's worked against the pass. We'll see if this week, with basically the Giants needing to run the ball through Saquon, if we'll load the box a little more. We'll see if that's this plan. Who knows? You'd assume that would be a smart move, try to make Daniel Jones beat us, but we'll see. You say go look at the injury report. Yeah, I have it here. It says he's questionable. Leonard Williams. Even if you load the box, Saquon has success. Yeah. No, because I was reading some stats earlier here. Let me find it. But if you look at the Giants O-line, they're 25th in pass block win rate, 27th in run block win rate. So that shows you just how dominant Saquon's been. The fact that I think it's a stat according to ESPN. So that even though the Giants have been the 27th when it comes to run block win rate, Saquon is still the leading rusher. So yeah, even if we load the box, if we don't load the box, Saquon is tough to stop. So we'll see. Dre, okay. Who has Saquon face? That's good. That's a good question. Bears, Cowboys. I mean, isn't the Cowboys defense pretty good? You got to have defender come make plays. Yeah, we need Quay Walker and Devondre Campbell to come and fill those holes, smack them. But it's going to take, a group effort to try to bring down Saquon. It's not going to be one guy. You got to fly to the ball, swarm to the ball, do your best to bring him down. But man, he's good. He's great. It's honestly great to see him playing well again, because you never want to see guys go down with injuries and like ACL injuries and stuff. So I'm happy for Saquon that he's out there dominating again. I'll be curious to see, because Saquon averages like 5.5 yards per carry. Aaron Jones averages 6.2 yards per carry. So if he got as many carries as Saquon, Aaron Jones could be the leading rusher. But, the Packers like to bounce around between Dillon and Jones. Dynamic duo. Yeah, that's where Adrian Amos comes into play. Yeah, definitely. Amos is, there's been some situations this year where like there's a little screen and Amos just like flies the ball so quickly. Great against the run. So hopefully he's healthy. He's questionable. We'll hope he plays. Gary, you really like the special teams. That was one of the main reasons why they beat the Bucs. The Packers have been starting on a shorter field. Yeah, they've been forcing other teams to start in a short field. Yeah. The punt team has been great. Pat O'Donnell got the the special teams player of the week. Was it 2 weeks ago? A week and a half ago? Denver Broncos should have signed Jimmy G for 5 years, $45 million, and saved themselves $200 million. Yeah, man, the Broncos are struggling. They are struggling. I have a question for you guys because, in the offseason, when we were, wondering, is Rodgers going to come back to Green Bay? Is he going to retire? Is he going to go to Denver? Because, of course, Hackett goes to Denver. We were wondering what's going to happen. How different do you think the Broncos would be if they had gotten Rodgers versus Russell Wilson? Let me know your thoughts. And Jones not the biggest guy. He'd probably take a lot of damage. Yeah, you're right. Y'all beat a Baker Mayfield-led team. Rams House, what's up, dude? How's it going? Good to see you. Rams House, how are you feeling about the Rams? Their O-line's looking a little shaky currently. But I heard do they have some injuries or something over there? I think that's what I heard. C. Amel X. I don't expect us to win. I hope we can keep it competitive. Are you a Giants fan, hopefully? Are you a Packers fan? Who have the Giants beaten that's good? I guess yeah, that's a good question. Panthers are okay on defense. Shout me out, please. Shout out to John Rubel. Sterling a lot better because of the system he already knows. In and out, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a little while. How's it going? Good to see you. Who doesn't know how to read? I was worried Rodgers was going to the Broncos. Yeah, part of me was. Yeah. That's crazy to think that, like, what month is it? We're in October. Yeah, like 6 or 7 months ago, we didn't know if Rodgers would be back, but luckily he is. And maybe Dobbs and Watson are convincing him to stay, for like 10 more years. 10 more years? Let's just get 10 more years out of Rodgers. That's not going to happen, but he said he's not playing until 45, so he's 37? So 8-ish year. Yeah. I hope for 4 or 5 now with Watson and Dobbs here. Purple Pocket Podcast, we the Kings of the North. We are tied currently, but I guess technically you're ahead of us, Vikings, because you beat us. So props to you guys. You guys got us that game. Hackett just isn't that good of a head coach. I don't think. Or wait, where did that comment disappear? Chase says Hackett just isn't that good of a head coach. I don't think. Who goes through 2 timeouts and still decides to pass on 4th and 1. Yeah, on that passing play for the Broncos, the dude, what's his name? Hamler, right? Was it Hamler? Was wide open. Hamler is wide open. And you could see after that play, he like throws his helmet and is like screaming. I could understand the frustration. Can understand it. Max, what's up? Yo, how's it going? Go Vikings? No. Giants have the worst receiving core in the league. Our top 3 receivers are Richie James, David Stills, and Darius Slayton. Yeah, because you guys are without 3 of your guys this week, huh? What's been, for you Giants fan, if you Giants fans are watching, which I know a couple are, what do you guys think has been the issue with Kenny Golladay? Because Is it just that he's getting older and isn't as good as he used to be? Or what do you guys think? But he's out this game. Broncos wish they had Rodgers now. Definitely. I do think part of the reason they signed Hackett was because they're hoping Rodgers would be convinced to come, but sorry. Sorry, we got him. I think Rodgers is loyal. Rodgers is loyal. In and out, what do you think? Is it Hackett that stinks or Russ? Man, yeah, like, I mean, the Broncos, I thought they'd be much better than they are. The offense just looks pretty dead, pretty stale, you would think. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is there. Maybe they just need some more time, but they're having issues. That game last night was Dre, and we're 3-1 with the wide receiver core. Yeah, Saquon putting the team on his back. Sideline report, you say Rodgers plays till 42. So that gives him what? 4 years? 3 years? What day is Aaron Rodgers' birthday? I'm trying to calculate his age and how long he's going to play. Let's see here. What's your guys' prediction on how long Aaron Rodgers plays? Give me how many more years. Aaron Rodgers' birthday. Oh, December 2nd. Wait, so he's 38 right now? That's what Wikipedia is telling me. Or no, Britannica.com is telling me. He turns 39 December. So he said he's not playing till 45, which gives us 6 years as a max. Darius Slayton is not horrible. I would say we trade for him. You hope OBJ goes to the Packers? Me too. Me too. That's a funny question. Wilson isn't even close to Rodgers, unless you're asking who is the most luckiest. Yeah, no, I agree. Rodgers is much better than Russell Wilson. Don't always believe what Rodgers says. It might change. I see 5 years for Rodgers if he has success. Dude, 5, that'd be great. Man, if the Packers can come in, win the Super Bowl this year with Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson as rookies, imagine the future. Maybe the Packers are going to come in and win 4 in a row. That would be my dream. That'd be great. Come on, A-Rod, play until you're 45. LOL. You can respect him not playing that long. Yeah. I don't know if we need to trade for Darius Slayton. Vikings got that Super Bowl week 1. Now we're going to settle that score week 16. Yeah, hopefully. Silent report. I think Rodgers playing in Green Bay for more years will be determined by if they start winning Super Bowls again, maybe 3 or 4 more years with no Super Bowls, then rides, retires. Yeah. I think now, just because of Dobbs and Watson, I think he plays more than I say 3, 4 years. Sort of what I'm feeling. The Packers are supposed to win way more talent. I guess Giants will upset. Hope not. Packers Gamer, what's up, Packers Gamer? We all know Packers run the North. Yes. C. Amalek says Kenny Golladay doesn't fit our system. He lacks effort, and he might not be what he used to be after that hip surgery. Did he get that this offseason? When did that happen? Coco Mike, first Packers game that I'll watch in not crazy hours. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you watching? Purple Pocket Podcast. Love your page, though, man. All love. Dude, I appreciate it. Oh, here are the predictions on years. I wasn't scrolling down fast enough. Davian says Aaron Rodgers will play 3. In and Out says 3 more. Dean says 5. Kip says 1 year max. I don't know about that. 5 years, 55 years? Or 5 years? 5 years. Matt Ryan has 11 fumbles? 4 more years? Tom Brady will play till he's 100. Yeah, I feel like 3 to 4 years for Rodgers. That's my guess now. Sorry, I'm missing all these comments. Rumors that OBJ will go to Bills. Yeah, that's one of I feel like he'll just pick whichever team's in the best situation when he's healthy, where he thinks he has the best chance to win a Super Bowl. It could be the Packers. We'll see. Who knows? Rams house. So what time will he have to wake up on Sunday? The game's at 8:30 a.m., so before that. But I typically wake up at like 6 something anyway, so I'll be good. I'm in the central time zone, so I have to wake up at Yeah, the game's at 8:30. Oh, you're in Greece, Mike? No wonder. What time is it in Greece time for this game Sunday? Packers Gamer says Giants fans are going to realize quick their 3-1 is fake. I hope so. That pass rush will get after Daniel Jones. Yeah, they allow 3.5 sacks per game. So if we can stop, I mean, I talked about a lot of this in the beginning of this video. If you guys missed it, you can go back and watch like my full analysis. I'm more so just answering questions, but yeah, if we can get off to a fast start, force Daniel Jones to try to beat us, I think Rashawn Gary, ends up with 3 sacks. Rams house, you think OBJ going back to LA? I don't know about it. That was my prediction, but seeing them struggle, I think he might be like, I don't know. It could happen though. Calling it now, Ben Gary saying 2+ sack. I agree. 3+, 4+, 5+, 6. Make it 7. Dobbs is the next Jordy Nelson. Yeah, the number would say so too. Dude, Dobbs is, I need to get a Dobbs jersey. I got a Christian Watson jersey. My mom got it for me for my birthday in July. But I need a Dobbs jersey too. Thursday Night Football is going to be a joke next week. Bears and Commanders. Yeah, I mean, Amazon, I saw a stat last night. Amazon paid like, I can't remember the stat, a ton of money, like billions of dollars. And they had that game last night. Now they have the Commanders game, Bears Commanders. Hopefully some Thursday night games will be better soon. Is Daniel Jones playing this week? Yes, he is. Daniel Jones will be playing this week. You have a 3D printed gorilla figure with Gary's jersey on it. Dang, that's cool. Rodgers to OBJ equals trophy. Yeah. Dude, I would love. If OBJ comes, I'm getting that jersey. Maybe I should like get one of those custom jerseys to like make it happen. Just get an OBJ jersey, Packers. Just put Odell Beckham and hope for the best. How do you feel about us playing the Jets soon against that defense and Sauce Gardner? Yeah, what's the Jets record right now? I know Zach Wilson just came back recently. They're 2-2. I think we'll be good. Dobbs is a mix between Driver and Greg Jennings with a pinch of Devontae. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Dobbs becomes the next few years, especially if Rodgers keeps playing. Bears and Commanders will be better than that last night. Yeah, that game last night it wasn't the most exciting. I did have the Broncos defense in fantasy, so it was partly exciting for that reason, but the rest just wasn't. It just wasn't the most exhilarating game to watch. That's for sure. Chase, you say Rodgers did say that him and OBJ are really good friends. Yeah, this week I mean, OBJ and Rodgers seem to be like, like, hey, this could be cool. Like, what do you think? We'll see. I don't know if Brian Gutekunst would want to do that. But I feel like, if Rodgers really wanted it, Brian would be like, all right, we can do it. We'll see. I think it comes down to OBJ, honestly. OBJ is probably going to pick wherever he wants to go. Dean says with the young receivers, we can still keep our defense together and strong and re-sign Aaron Jones. Yeah, because think about it. Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs on rookie contracts for at least what, 4 years, basically minimum. I mean, the Packers can do a lot with the young defense. Once Devontae Wyatt develops too, I feel like Rodgers is like, man, I need to stay like a few more years because this team could get so much better. Is Dobbs a rookie? Yes, he is. You also have Broncos D. Nice. Yeah, I picked him up yesterday. In and out. I feel like every year Packers fans get teased with a big midseason trade and it never happens. Yeah, that does seem to happen a lot, but maybe it'll happen sometime. We'll see. Gary, you'd love to see the ratings on last night's game to see how many people flipped the channel. I ended up watching the whole thing because I was like, I have to finish this, but even Broncos fans were leaving. It would be good to bring a wide receiver who already has friendship with the Rodgers and would bring a mentor who played as a top wide receiver. Yeah, I just think when it comes to just like experience in playoffs, it can't hurt to have people with that experience like an Odell. P-Dog, All right, guys. Well, I think I might stop this stream for now. It's been fun. It's been exciting. First stream in a few months, but I figured today, instead of doing a regular preview video, I'll put out this video. So if you want to like watch the first like 15 minutes were more analysis, the rest was like questions. So if you came here later, you want to see all those thoughts, feel free to like restart this video or check it out once I post like it posts. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and this should be a fun one Sunday. Should be a fun game in London. Morning game should be exciting. But I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, watching the videos. I really do appreciate it a ton. So thank you for watching. Go Pack Go.